All right, everybody, Zaxter99 back here again with another video covering my Cowboys. Guys, in this video, we're going to be talking specifically about quarterback Trey Lance. This is a quarterback the 49ers gave up a gold mine for when they went back in 2021 when they moved up in the draft to get Trey Lance. Now, we know that last year the Cowboys gave up a fourth-round pick in a trade to acquire Trey Lance to see what he was really made of, to see if he could maybe make a backup on the team or maybe even better. So if we look here at the stats here, guys, and we see Trey Lance was about, 63, 64%, over 300 yards passing, but he only had one touchdown and 5 picks. Guys, the last time I remember any Cowboy throwing 5 picks was way back over 10 years ago with Tony Romo when he threw 5 picks in a game. But that was a regular season game where Tony Romo was up against like first round defensive backs, not second and third string backups looking to make the team like Trey Lance did yesterday. And a big difference there is Tony Romo actually won that game. So guys, we see Trey Lance is pretty good at rushing the ball. I mean, he averaged over 8 yards per carry. I mean, the Cowboys are looking for running back help. Maybe Trey Lance should be a running back. Obviously, I'm kidding. But, yeah, I just don't know that Trey Lance is ever going to amount to anything. And it's starting to look like the Cowboys wasted a fourth-round pick on him. But how about the 49ers, who back in the 2021 draft, the 49ers were holding the 12th overall pick in that draft. They moved up and traded with the Miami Dolphins to get their number 3 pick so they could take Trey Lance as the number 3 overall pick in that 21 draft. The 49ers gave up not 1, not 2, but 3 first-round picks. They gave up their 2021 first-round pick, the 12th overall pick. They ended up giving up their 2022 first-round pick, their 2023 first-round pick. So that's 3 first-round picks, and they also gave up the next year, they gave up a third-round pick. So the 49ers gave up 3 first-round picks and a third just to move up 9 spots to draft Trey Lance. Talk about overhyped and overrated. It certainly looked like Trey Lance is, somebody that was way overhyped. Yeah, he's not cutting it, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at these 5 interceptions that he threw in a single game last night in the preseason game against the LA Chargers. All right, here we go. Early in the second quarter, just a complete misfire by Lance on 3rd down and 3. Short yardage, just a pass that you don't want to make. I mean, I don't know where he was throwing this ball, and they were at midfield there. 3rd down and 3. He's trying to hit number 16 there. I mean, that's a good catch by the defensive back, but definitely a errant throw by Lance. It's just a pass you shouldn't be throwing. Seeing 2 defenders right there behind the receiver. Just terrible. And then we see early, or about halfway through the 3rd quarter, they're in scoring range here, 2nd down and 5. And Lance is looking, and then throws it right to a corner of the Chargers. Absolutely, again, just terrible decision on Lance's part. It wasn't an emergency. It wasn't 4th down. Wasn't even 3rd down there. Throw it away before you throw it. I mean, just a bad throw. He's good at scrambling. I'll give him that. He's good at scrambling, but that's about all he's good at there. Obviously, you see that he's going for number 6 in the back of the end zone there. But that's just a terrible throw and a terrible decision by Trey there. And then we move to the 4th quarter here, guys. The Cowboys are down by a point. They're at their own 21-yard line. Lance is in the shotgun, 3rd down and 4. Just need short yardage. And I don't know where he's throwing this, but he definitely was trying to go over the head of this defender, but way too low, and it was an easy catch. I mean, yeah, this guy batted the ball up in the air to himself, but the ball was not thrown nearly high enough. And just another terrible throw by Lance. I mean, I don't know what he's looking at there, but he's never going to get it over the head of that guy, and it's just an easy deflection up to himself. And the worst thing here is that this guy basically takes the ball back in here and runs over Lance right there, almost to add salt to the wounds of throwing your 3rd pick. Then we moved down because of that touchdown. The Cowboys defense played well and prevented a 2-point conversion. Lance on 3rd down and 4 again just has this ball taken away from him. Another horrible decision. I mean, you give that to the defender, the cornerback there of the Chargers, but Lance shouldn't have ever thrown that ball. I mean, it was well defended here. And granted, I will give Lance the, I will say that he was under duress and had pressure in his face. But that was a good play by the defender. Maybe that's a pass you won't really put on the fault of Lance. I would still put that on the fault of Lance because it's a ball he probably should have thrown away. They'd be better off punting the ball than giving him that interception. And then the Cowboys just need a touchdown to tie it up here. They're at the 20-yard line. And look at this pass. And this is what Lance does all the time, even with open guys. Open receivers, he overthrows them time and time and time again. And this was another just way high ball, thrown way over the receiver's head and right into the hands of a lurking Charger just waiting for the ball. It's almost like the Chargers towards the end of the game knew exactly what to expect of Lance. Hey, let's just get back behind any receiver we think he's going to throw to, and the ball's going to go over his head and be right in our hands. Terrible performance by Lance. I would love to know what you guys think. Is Lance worth a 4th-round pick? Is Lance anybody that any team would want? Would you keep him as a third, backup? I don't think he's going to beat out Cooper Rush for the backup quarterback to Dak Prescott. But is he even worth keeping at all on the team? I don't think after what we saw in the preseason, I don't think anybody's going to give up anything to trade for Trey Lance. But if the Cowboys can give up a 5th-round pick, or if they can get a 5th-round pick or even a 6th-round pick in a trade, I think I would happily take a 5th-round pick or a 6th-round pick for Trey if anybody was willing to give that up for him after seeing what I've seen. Cooper Rush is 10 times better of a backup than Trey is, and that's just my opinion after watching him in the games this preseason. But I would love to know what you guys have to say. Be sure you put your comments down below. This has been Zach79. We'll see you in the next video, everybody. Take care.